This part of the farm, we've got 18 alpacas out there in the field. They're all out eating grass when I took this picture. So next, there we go. This is just stepping into the shop, the front of the house. And as you step in, there's a layout on the left. Some of you guys in Seattle area might recognize this. This was the logging layout that was at Sam Furukawa's house. And when he moved, a lot of you guys were around when we packed up his layout and put it in a container and shipped it to Japan. This section, he was gracious enough to send to me, and I've been adding to it over the past year or two. Also, so as you look back in the shop on the right-hand side here, just stock on the shelves. Next. This is behind the layout. This is my shipping area. All the orders come in here and get filled on these rare bit of flat space and get shipped out. Another shot of the layout.
Impressive.
It's treeless at the moment as I'm working on it. By the way, it's ON3. Here's a shot looking at the engine house and across the back. Structures I'm working on is a box factory. It's a flat against the wall with a overhead walkway into the main building. It'll be, I don't know when it's going to be done, but it's in the works. Just a shot of some of the bins where the kits that are bagged are waiting to be shipped out, waiting for orders. That's the view out into the main shop. And this is the lasers on the right, parts and so forth on the left, scraps on the floor because it gets hectic when I'm cutting parts, all three machines running. And there's a picture of me and other parts making it look like I'm actually doing something. This is a big project I did for the Southern Pacific Historical and Technical Society. This is the SP number 18 depot kit in HO, and it's just getting ready to be bagged up and boxed. Another shot of the lasers. Looking into an empty laser. Parts have already been pulled out of that one. I was doing test cutting that day, and just a view on the inside. Computer corner, TV up above, and there's 3 computers there. Each laser has its own computer to tell it what to do. And sitting right there is the Allison Depot kit we recently did. HO, S, and O. And the S version is actually the built up one sitting on top of the CDs right there. We also did the kit in 120.3 F scale. Just a view of some parts. If you've done a laser kit, you know what that's about. This is the stairway for the rerun I did of Ridgeway Office Warehouse in S scale, SN3. And that's assembly of the F scale Allison Depot. Just one of the assembly photographs for the instructions. Next. And that's with all the walls up. All of our kits have what I call an interior box. And it's just an interior set of walls on the structure. And then you glue the siding onto the structure. It makes for a much stronger structure and just a lot easier to work on. ON30 caboose for Bachmann flat car conversion. just some test cuts and verifying parts. Next. And there's a photo studio, white piece of paper, some lights and a camera. Does the job. And that's the machine shop side of the shop. I've got CNC lathe and milling machines, and what you see right there is a live steam shay being built on 2.5-inch scale to run on 7.5-inch gauge track. So waiting to get the boiler in. And that's it.
Okay, thanks, Bill. This is Pete Smith. I'm going to run the monitor the Q&A. So we'll open it up for questions. I don't see anything on the chat page. Does anybody have any questions addressed to Bill?
Bill, this is Jeff Boak. You, at one of the symposiums in Washington, were going to build the kind of gantry and track work for, that was pulled behind the dozer. Have you ever finished that?
The logging arch.
Mm-hmm.
It's sort of finished. The patterns are finished, and got them off having white metal made. It's just it's not been high priority to get it done, but it's I'll have them with me next year in Tacoma.
Okay, good.
I think I owe you a set anyways.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Go ahead. Are you through, Jeff? Yeah.
I'm fine, thanks.
Any other questions for Bill?
Yeah, I want him to explain the presence of that shay in that shop, because there's some additional information we're going to share with you on the YouTube channel.
I'm building it for a customer. And I've been working on it for probably about a year now. Hope to have it done in the spring, but I also build live steam freight cars in 2.5-inch scale. So that was kind of taking precedence over the summer to get that done, and the shay's just been sitting, but it's getting closer to getting done. A lot of parts are completed.
Hey, Bill, Daryl wants to know whether you raise alpacas for fur or fun.
They're pets. Initially, we were going to have a farm, and we're going to raise them for the fiber and breed them and sell them and so forth. And it just became a whole different marketing strategy and becoming a farm. And yeah, they're pets.
Thanks. I kind of figured that. Our neighbors have 3 that I stare out our window, and I've been deciding, should we get 3 alpacas or 3 llamas?
Well, alpacas are nicer than llamas.
Oh, they're more friendly, are they?
Yeah. Yeah.
Any other questions for Bill?
The box factory he was showing on the back wall there on the layout, is that going to be a kit, or is that just for his own layout?
That's going to be a kit.
Excellent. I guess it's cop out like main 2-foot.
I saw a picture of the main building of the factory, and I drew it up a while back, and I was just trying to integrate it into the layout in the best way I could. And so to make it look right, by putting the flat against the back wall, just kind of pulled everything together. So yeah, it's coming.
Peter, it's Lloyd in LA. Question for Bill: what's he got on the mental bookshelf waiting for next year? Any plans you've cooked up that you're willing to tell us about?
No. There's a lot of stuff I got in my mind to do, and if I say, well, right on February 1st, I'm going to have this kit ready, it ain't going to happen, because there's too many things that get in the way when I start on a project. So I just kind of work them through. When I'm done, we do the production work, put the kit on the shelf, and say, right, it's ready to go. But to say I'm going to do a particular kit, sometime in the future, Well, I can say that because sometime in the future could mean anytime. I'm not really good with deadlines.
Well, Bill, I'm really impressed with your shop. I guess it was about 15 years ago when I was up on the top of your mountain. And I guess it's got to be at least 10 times larger than the old shop that I saw.
Right. I think the shop you saw was in the other house.
It was
Yeah.
indeed. Yep. Very nice.
Thank you.
I'd say, thank you, Bill, for putting out a good product. I don't know if you can see here. I'm a fan.
Oh, yeah. Very
There
nice.
you go.
Very nice. Thank
Just one
you.
more question for Bill. When you do a kit, do you do a limited number?
No.
So it's supply and demand.
Yes. We'll run a kit, see what happens. Usually put 25 or 30 on the shelf. If they sell really quickly, we'll make more. If they don't, we just wait. And that's like on the S-scale kits, I make them to order. So we've always got the files to cut a kit. So, if you order one of the kits, it's no longer in regular production. Take your order, cut the kit, send it to you. You can always do that. A lot of the stuff, the older kits, you sell 1 or 2 a year maybe. So it doesn't make sense to put it in stock.
Bill, I'm curious. I got to display my ignorance. I've never been around one of those wood cutting lasers when they were running. If you got all 3 of them going, is it pretty loud in there?
The laser, it's not really, really loud, but you've got the lasers running and there's also the exhaust blowers are running too. When the TV's on, I can't hear the TV, but it's just background noise anyways. So,
Thank you.
yeah, not really loud, but loud enough.
Bill, when you're working in the shop, when's the best time to call you to order stuff? Is there a better time than, or
Anytime.
Anytime.
Anytime. Yeah.
Okay.
Bill,
Yes.
are you still painting any more cabooses in your garage?
No. I am not. No, I haven't done any painting in a long time.
This is Chuck Proudfoot. Bill, I know you've done custom work for people in very, very small runs. Is that still something you'll do, particularly for wood parts?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I may be talking to you.
Okay.
Any further questions for Bill? Well, thank you very much, Bill. That was a great presentation. Good to see that shop, and
Thank
enjoy the winter up on top of the mountain.
you.